is up? This has been Falcon's Media Corner, and welcome back to another movie review, aka For Us All. And today I'm going to be talking about the 2021 political drama known as Judas and the Black Messiah. Now, Judas and the Black Messiah, this basically tells the true story about this FBI informant named William O'Neill, played by Lakeith Stanfield. And basically what happens is, after he gets involved with an incident which involves stealing a car, he gets caught by this FBI agent known as Roy Mitchell, played by Plemons. And basically for O'Neill, he basically almost was given a sentence for what he did. And basically for O'Neill, he pled nothing to basically get sentenced down for what he did. And so for himself, he gets told by Jesse Plemons' character Mitchell. He basically sends O'Neill undercover to basically become a member of this party known as the Black Panther Party, which is led by this young charismatic activist known as Fred Hampton, played by Kaluuya, where he brings a lot of powerful speeches to every member of the Black Panther Party. And so for the character William O'Neill, we basically see him being undercover, and we see him giving messages to the FBI on like what this Black Panther Party is doing. And then later on, he gets caught into this whole party that he's not really a member of, but he gets caught into it from the powerful speeches that Fred Hampton has said in every speech that he does. So that's pretty much the story of Judas and the Black Messiah. Now, for going into Judas and the Black Messiah, I didn't even know really much about the whole true story about the whole Black Panther Party that took place in the 60s and the 70s, but I was very familiar with the cast members, mostly Kaluuya from Get Out, which I think is a really awesome horror film and one of my favorite horror films of the 2010s, and my favorite film of that year, 2017. And he has proven himself a lot in recent years, like he did Widows, which was a great crime drama. And most recently, Queen and Slim, which I thought was a fantastic film. And then, of course, he was also in Black Panther, which is an awesome superhero film. And for Lakeith Stanfield, which I haven't seen him in much films, but he had proven himself a lot in recent years. I've seen him in Knives Out, which is a really brilliant mystery whodunit film, and Uncut Gems, which I've already reviewed that on my channel, and you can guys check out my views of that film if you'd like to know my views on Uncut Gems. And the director, I didn't even know much of the director, even though this is his second film he's made as a director, producer, and writer. I've never seen his first film, but I don't even know what it was, but from what I've heard. And I heard a lot of buzz about this film, and it got nominated for a few Oscars, and it won a few Golden Globes. Kaluuya won a Golden Globe for his performance in the movie for Best Supporting Actor, and he's worthy of a nomination, and he is worthy for an Oscar win because he's been nominated for his performance in this film, as well as Lakeith Stanfield for Best Actor. And so I watched this today, and this movie was absolutely terrific. I had a great time with Judas and the Black Messiah. This was such a really riveting and yet really intriguing film because of its story about, this FBI agent, because it's not really about, the life of Fred Hampton, which I thought the film was at first, but it's mainly about this FBI agent who's undercover to basically see like what the Black Panther Party is doing, which is led by this young activist. And we basically see him get caught up with a whole bunch of like complex things he's facing, like being with the FBI, as well as being a secretive member of this party that he is like joined, but even though he's not really a member since he's actually an FBI agent. And for the character of Lakeith Stanfield's character, which he's really like kind of like a shy, quiet, like secretive person. That really makes him really much of a character. And for Lakeith Stanfield's performance in this film, he did an excellent job. And I think he was fantastic in this movie. And he like I said, he did get nominated, but I don't know if he will win because there were other great performances as well from last year. And this film was supposed to be released last year, but due to the pandemic of COVID-19, unfortunately, it had to be released this year. But still, it is still being nominated for an Oscar, and hopefully this film will win Oscars. And for Kaluuya in this film, who plays Fred Hampton in this movie, he was excellent here, and I think this is easily one of his best performances he's ever given since Get Out, which his performance in Get Out was awesome, but here he's excellent here with his powerful speeches that he says in this movie. And seeing that on screen, he absolutely he just blew me away for what he says on screen when he's on stage, giving these people the powerful speeches that he's saying. And oh my god, the way he says it just, when he raises his voice, that's just worthy of a win for an Oscar, because again, he's phenomenal in this movie. And as for other performances, like you got Jesse Plemons, who's in this movie, who's the FBI agent who sends O'Neill to basically do his job for him. He was great in the movie, and everyone else, they all delivered great performances in this film. The story, it's like I said, it's very complex because again, it's mainly it's the point of view of Lakeith Stanfield's character, which they did it so well for his complex characterization when we see him being involved with the FBI, as well as being like part of the Black Panther Party. And so I really like the story. It's not a confusing story from when I say complex, because some other films do have complex stories which usually end up as a bit of confusion, but luckily this film did not do that, because its story, I just really loved its story here about, you know, an FBI, this FBI agent being part of this party that he was familiar with, and then he ends up getting caught into it when he gets kind of like motivated into it throughout the film. Because you do really feel for the character of Lakeith Stanfield's character, William O'Neill, which I really completely bought the sympathy for his character throughout the film, which we see him going through a lot in this film, because it's really distressing for him, like to see what he's going through, because again, he's for outside doing all that, he's really just, like I said, he's just a quiet, shy, and secretive person, really, for this movie. And as for the direction of this film by Shaka King in this film, he directed this film incredibly, because for the scenes when we do see, you know, the political speeches by Fred Hampton in this film, as well as some brutal moments and other scenes outside of the speeches, they were incredible for all those scenes. Mostly the speeches, which I love watching the speeches scenes in this movie, thanks to Daniel Kaluuya's incredible performance here in this film. And the sets as well, when we do see, you know, where we do see Fred Hampton's speeches in this film, they were also remarkable as well for representing for the character of Fred Hampton, since he is this young activist who's really charismatic of what he's saying on stage, that just really are so powerful. So overall, Judas and the Black Messiah, this was such a terrific film. And if you're a fan of political dramas or anything like that, or you're a fan of like anything involving that's really political, like if it's either like a drama or thrillers or anything like that, or anything historical, or if you're a fan of any of these actors like Daniel Kaluuya mostly from Get Out, or Lakeith Stanfield from anything you may know him from, like Knives Out or Uncut Gems, this is a must-watch, yeah. And please support this film, because it is absolutely worthy for Oscars, this film, because I think this is worthy of Oscar wins. But I don't think it's going to win every Oscar, but this is definitely worthy of Oscar, since, like I said, it's mainly for the two excellent performances here by Daniel Kaluuya and Lakeith Stanfield. I can see Daniel Kaluuya going to win for Best Supporting Actor, but for Lakeith Stanfield, I'm not sure if he will win. It's kind of 50-50, because there are other excellent performances from last year as well, like Chadwick Boseman's performance for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, which I will do a review of that on my channel pretty soon, and I can't wait to review that one for you guys. And there will be some other great acting from every actor who absolutely nailed their roles last year. So again, this movie, it's available to rent for the UK, but it was also released in cinemas last month as well, in February. And it's also streaming on HBO Max, so for 30 days. It already happened 2 months ago. So just to inform those in the US who kind of want to who really would like to check out this movie. So yeah. So overall, I'm going to give Judas and the Black Messiah an A. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching for my review of Judas and the Black Messiah, and let me know if you did see the film. I really love to hear thoughts. Did you have an excellent time with it, or were you just like, nah, I didn't care for this one? So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for my next AK After I Saw review. As well, I'm going to be doing another double review for tomorrow's holiday traditional season, which is Easter. So tomorrow will be Easter, of course, and I will be reviewing 2 movies that involve that holiday traditional season. So stay tuned for those tomorrow. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and this has been Falcons Media Corner signing off.